That's it, guys. You gotta move your hips, get your hands in it, and then smile, like smile. Yeah, this is great.
Am I doing it right, Uncle
You're doing it great, bro. A little more hips.
More hips, okay.
Okay, less hips now, less hips.
Hey, yo, Theo, I got a bunch of text messages about some dance classes. What's going on here, man?
Hey, bro, I'm teaching them samba, bro.
Samba?
Hey, bro, we're going to Rio, the place of beautiful beaches and beautiful women. Christiana is her name. I met her there. She was the most lovely woman. She taught me samba, and she taught me all about life. Now I'm here to teach you guys about samba. Let's go.
Connor, we're going to Rio?
No, okay. Rio Tinto Stadium.
Guys, I hate to break it to you, but we're not going to Brazil. What? We're going to Rio Tinto Stadium in Utah.
Utah? There ain't no Brazilians in Utah. You crazy, man. Get out of here.
Okay, so when we said Rio, he thought Rio de Janeiro, and we didn't want to break his sad little heart, so I guess we went through with the samba thing.
Okay, I see.
Come on, join in, come on.
I got something to say real quick. This is the 110 football show, back to Rio, and it starts
right now.
It's kicking off in the world of football. From Boyle Heights to Koreatown, and all through the 110 corridor. An LAFC fan show by two of their biggest fans. This is where true fans come to get their LAFC fix. So rally your crew and settle in. It's time for 110 football.
What's up, everyone?
Or as they say in Brazil, EI.
You sure?
No.
Anyway, I told you samba would be fun. You can't always be so serious, Jerry.
Yeah, I'll admit, I had a good time, but there's also a show to do and a post-rap to get to. So, let's go to the bank where Vince tries to explain what the hell happened.
Espinoza. Yakovic just got a piece of it at the doorstep. It's onside. San Jose are going to win it. Jackson Ewell in stoppage time.
You could sense it was coming.
Thanks, guys. I'm out here trying to catch my breath a little bit because it's an absolute gut punch. In the final seconds, the dying moments of this game, LAFC gives up the second goal. Look, 80 minutes of controlling a match isn't gonna be enough when 10 minutes can just wipe it all away. That's 3 points dropped and on the very last kick. The playoffs, they're not too far away, but you're not gonna get there if you can't be consistent and put 2, 3, 4 wins together. If there is some good news, the rest of the results kind of went your way. No one really moved up or down in the standings, but it's just another example of 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So I've really got to see some consistency, LAFC. Why? Well, I've already told you, to get in the playoffs, to do well, you're simply gonna need it. And on the flip side, personally, I mean, this year's been tough. Make me happy. Give me something to smile about, because right now, I'm probably the saddest LAFC fan you could find. I might leave here, just go cry a little bit in my pillow. So put some games together, 2, 3, 4 wins. Put some teams away with 2, 3, 4 goals, and just get back to the team I know you used to be. That way we can run into the playoffs, and maybe this might be the year for some more silverware. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Vince, and now here's a look at...
Hold up. Aren't you forgetting something?
But I don't know what you're talking about, Jerry.
Yeah, right. Roll the tape.
Okay, I am so confident that LAFC will beat San Jose. If we don't win, I will let Campbell throw a pie in my face.
A stunning turn of events. San Jose are going to win it.
Okay, sometimes you say things you don't mean, or, you promise things that you know, or at least you think you know, won't happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay, well, at least just don't tell me when it's gonna happen. Just go get it over with, because I don't want to get in my head about it.
Okay.
Okay, in the meantime, here's a look at the Western Conference standings. So I will say, San Jose beat us 2-1, and they're arguably the worst team in the league right now. Do you know what's funny? They're only 1 point behind the Galaxy.
Ain't that something?
Ayo! The Galaxy are bad.
And here's the Eastern. Well, the Eastern Conference is shaping up pretty well. Look at the top 4.
Yeah, Philadelphia are great, Columbus are great, Toronto are great. It's gonna be a crazy conference this season for them. I really want Vela to come back soon, but you know, tactically, it might be smart to not let anyone know when he's coming back and just throw him in a match.
Oh yeah, that's a great plan. And as for Blackman, we need him back fast, even if he has to start. We need this defense to shape up ASAP.
And there's Mohamed Traore. Get well soon. Speaking of Brazil, LAFC center back Danilo Silva has formally announced his retirement from professional football last week.
While we will miss this fan favorite, we are excited to see who we will get as his replacement.
Here are some of Danilo Silva's best moments with the black and gold.
So a free kick does come in now, and the equaliser! And it's redemption for Danilo Silva!
Okay, that goal against RSL in the conference quarters had to be a career highlight for Danilo Silva and one of LAFC's defining goals.
Yeah, I totally agree. And now, here's Eli from his dorm with this week's MLS action.
We start things off with my goal of the week. We head over to Harrison, New Jersey for the matchup between the New York Red Bulls and the Montreal Impact. We head into the 4th minute. Former Barcelona playmaker Bojan receives the ball, does a nice little skill move, and just when you think he's gonna make the next pass, Bojan lasers from 30 yards out. What a golazo, and what a terrific choice for my goal of the week. The Red Bulls would bounce right back with 4 goals of their own, ultimately defeating Montreal 4-1. Owner of Inter Miami, David Beckham, promised that he would bring in some of the world's biggest stars, and on Sunday was the much-anticipated debut of Gonzalo Higuain. This was a night both Higuain and Miami fans would like to forget. The 32-year-old had a couple of decent chances early on in the 13th and 20th minute, but was unable to convert. Then, in the 76th minute, Higuain stepped up to take a penalty shot and absolutely rocketed it. He'd hear some taunts from the Union players. Philly would take this one 3-0. We head to Toronto for the battle between Eastern Conference powerhouses Toronto FC and the Columbus Crew. In the 40th minute, Toronto FC defender Chris Mavinga accidentally redirected Pedro Santos' shot into the net for the own goal. This didn't seem to faze the Reds though, as TFC came back with 3 unanswered goals scored by Josie Altidore, Alejandro Pozuelo, and Richie Larea. Along with his goal, Richie Larea picked up 2 assists, and he is my player of the week. Toronto would take this one 3-1. We finish things off with my match of the week, the battle between the LA Galaxy and the Seattle Sounders. You guys would like this one. The Sounders duo of Christian Roldan and Jordan Morris was just too much for LA to handle, as Roldan found the back of the net twice and Jordan Morris broke through the Galaxy backline for a goal of his own in the 38th minute. Seattle would take this one 3-1. That's gonna wrap it up for my MLS Weekly Report. Back to you guys.
Still loose, Miram chips it in!
Oh, just putting on a dancing clinic!
RSL, a 3-goal lead, and presumably 3 points at home.
I hate to admit that Miram's goal displayed tight control and the sweetness of finishes. I mean, it was a good goal.
Yeah, I painfully agree. But RSL goalkeeper Andrew Puna had 8 saves. That's the kind of goalkeeping LAFC need right now.
And Putna was actually playing in the place of usual starter Zach McMath, so that was their backup keeper.
Well, here's hoping that we can even things up in Salt Lake this upcoming weekend. LAFC heads back to Rio this Sunday, October 4th, with kickoff at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. And on Wednesday, October 7th, the Black and Gold head to the Mile High City to battle the Rapids for the first time this season. Kickoff is 6 p.m. Pacific, live from Dick's Sporting Goods Park.
LAFC are going to have 2 difficult away games in altitude this week. First, let's start with the keys to the match against Real Salt Lake. Key number 1, revenge. After a few good results, LAFC go back to Rio Tinto to play an RSL team that beat them 3-0 last time around. It's time to solidify the good run of form and beat a talented team on the road. Key number 2, stop Damir Kreilach. I have said it before and I'll say it again. This man loves playing against LAFC. Kreilach has scored more goals against LAFC than any other player in MLS history, not named Zlatan. LAFC need to exercise the demons once and for all. Now, we will talk about a key that applies to both the Salt Lake game and the Colorado game. Come prepared to use subs and circulate your starting 11. LAFC is going to play 2 games in 4 days, both at high altitude. It'll be absolutely critical to use a lot of bodies and make sure legs don't get heavy at the end of either game. Bob needs to formulate a game plan to give his guys the best chance to succeed under non-optimal conditions. Now let's move on to key number 2 against the Colorado Rapids. Be prepared for which version of the Rapids you will get. Will it be Jekyll or will it be Hyde? Colorado has been one of the most inconsistent teams in MLS so far this year. They've had extremely poor results mixed in with some surprisingly really well-played games. For LAFC, they would rather come in expecting the worst and hoping for the best. And finally, key number 3 against the Colorado Rapids, defensive set pieces. The Rapids broke records last year with how effective they were on attacking set pieces with corners and free kicks. Jack Price hits a great ball in, and they have some aggressive players in the box trying to get on the end of his deliveries. Be focused and take pride in your defensive duties. Those are the keys to the match, and now back to you guys.
After that tough loss against San Jose and seeing Bob Bradley's passion about what they needed to fix, we're excited to see what's next tactically from the head coach.
So we put this together to remember this ball genius' greatness. Check it out.
July 27, 2017, in the Los Angeles Football Club's inaugural season, Bob Bradley was announced as the first head coach. A native of New Jersey and graduate of Princeton University, Bradley came to prominence managing the United States and Egypt men's national teams. Before taking over the U.S. national team in 2006, he had coached in the American College as well as the MLS, leading the Chicago Fire, Metro Stars, and Chivas USA over 9 seasons. As head coach of the newly assembled Chicago Fire, Bradley steered the team to the MLS Cup and US Open Cup, as well as landing MLS Coach of the Year. As manager with Chivas USA in 2006, Bradley revived the club that had endured a poor inaugural season the year before. Bradley developed young talent such as Sasha Klesny and Jonathan Bornstein. He ultimately led the team to 3rd place in the Western Conference, before the eventual Cup champions, Houston Dynamo, knocked them out in the playoffs. After his earlier stint in MLS, Bradley became the first American to manage a team in a European First Division with Stabæk of Norway. He then moved on to French club Le Havre and West Side Swansea City, achieving another landmark by becoming the first American to manage a Premier League club. Bradley also coached the U.S. men's national team from 2006 to 2011, winning the 2007 CONCACAF Gold Cup, finishing 2nd in the 2009 FIFA Confederations Cup, and managing the USMNT to the top of their group in the FIFA 2010 World Cup in South Africa. After successful runs in Egypt, Norway, France, and Wales, Bradley returned to MLS and the city of LA, bringing his international experience to mold the upstart team. Last year, he led his squad to a record-breaking regular season, capturing the MLS Supporters Shield and the top seed in the Audi 2019 MLS Cup playoffs. After setting a new single-season points record of 72 and tying the single-season team goals record of 85. In 2019, Bradley orchestrated a roster that produced the best MLS regular season of any team, with a record of 21 wins against just 4 losses, with an impressive 3 more wins and 2 fewer losses than the next closest teams. Under Bradley's guidance, Carlos Vela took the Golden Boot crown with a single-season scoring record of 34 goals in 31 games. And LAFC allowed the fewest goals of any MLS club that season. With 3 Coach of the Year awards in 1998, 2006, and 2019, Bradley joins the New England Revolution's head coach, Bruce Arena, with the most top coach awards in MLS history. It all goes to show, if any coach can meet this season's challenges created by the COVID pandemic, as well as adjust to losing a superstar player for most of the matches, it's Bob Bradley. A man who has proven through adversity, more than success, the profound value he brings to his players, the organization, and the black and gold fans. Travel and experiences for the 110 Football Show are provided by Confirmed 360.
Hey Black and Gold fans, we thought this would be the perfect time to bring back a segment Jerry and I did earlier this season where we dove into the brilliant mind of LAFC's fearless leader.
And with LAFC going through a dry spell, we wanted to take a look at a great team goal from Sunday's loss to show that LAFC is still one of the best teams in the MLS.
Ryan Rodriguez sets up the play. Eddie Segura hustles to get to that ball, plays it in. Bradley Wright Phillips plays it to Mark Anthony Kaye and boom, slots it in to the bottom left corner. Yes, this was an amazing team goal, but what did Bob Bradley get right tactically here?
Well, based on Bob's counterattacking tactics, this puts every player at the right place, no matter the time. Eddie Segura wanted to play a negative pass to Mark Anthony Kaye, but unfortunately, it was deflected. So what does Bradley Wright Phillips do? He steps up and communicates, says, "I got it." He gives it to Mark Anthony Kaye, and just by setting himself up correctly, he places it at the bottom left corner.
And this just shows LAFC's identity, which stems from Bob Bradley's counter-attacking tactics. He gets it right, especially in these world-class goals that we create.
Yeah.
You know, it shows that LAFC are capable of scoring world-class goals, some of the best in MLS, but it also shows that we need to start doing it on a more consistent basis if we want to get results.
Yeah, especially this late into the season with playoffs coming up very soon.
Well, based off of Bob Bradley's reaction after the game on Sunday, I'm excited to see what tactically he will do different in the future. Let's hope we can get the win.
Yeah.
Great show, everyone. Oh, what a day, Jerry.
Oh!
Where are you going? Oh! Oh! Oh my God!
Wow. Oh,
What?
cream.
Well, I guess that's our show. For 110 Football, I'm Connor Pie in the Face Colopsis.
I'm Jerry Reynoso.
Hey, Omar.
And I'm Vince.
Nice throw, Campbell. I'm Eli Lesser.
We'll see you next time on the 110. This is really good.
Campbell.
You ready?
Yeah, are we going to Rio? I got my bathing suit all ready to go, bro. That's a little goofy, but that's all right.
I got whipped cream all over.
Vince, I don't know, bro. You're looking kind of sucky.
Oh, I don't know. Get it to the house. Oh.
That felt the most normal.
You feel we got enough coverage? We need any yeah. I mean,
A bit of wiggle with the arms and like give us some love. Like, hey, on your dip. Oh wait, no dips in samba, bro.
My bad.
Are we ever gonna use these lab coats again?